Tonight, a swell in mutant magpie murders coincides with swooping season.
A new outbreak of knees and toes disease has emerged in the country, an alarmingly deadly strand of the head and shoulders variant.
From the most trusted and only news station, this is Apocalypse Now. Good evening and welcome. I'm Chuck Newkman.
And I'm Anita Socks.
Our first story of the night, the mask mandate is back on, having once again been reinstated for the entire country.
The Provisional Emergency Government, now entering the 17th year of its 2-year emergency term, has returned to the mandate after a cloud of black carbon blew in from the north. Residents are advised to stay inside, but if you do need to go out, remember to wear a mask and avoid breathing in any radioactive toxins.
Reinstatement of the mandate has also sparked anger from notable anti-mask movement, the Anti-Radio Alarmist Society of the Enlightened, better known simply as ARSE, who have taken to the street in protest of this decision. Many of these apostates claim that masks are an obstruction to their rights and ability to breathe. The leader of ARSE, Nigel Trentworth, has been vocal, in particular about his beliefs in the exaggerated dangers of radiation. Apocalypse Now approached Nigel for comment, but we were informed that he is currently unavailable due to a stomachache he states is definitely not related to radioactivity.
Yes, our thoughts and prayers go out to Nigel and his arse. Now onto the weather. Today we have John Fawcett with the day's forecasts. How are you over there, John?
Thanks for asking, Anita. Well, to be perfectly honest with you, my wife left me for a man with a bigger bunker. So, there's that. But let's have a look at this weather forecast, shall we? In the southeast, as you can see, we've got some carbon clouds coming in, followed by a meteor shower, falling harder than my tears last night into the photo album my ex-wife insisted we make. And as you can see in the north, we're experiencing a low-level solar flare of only 60 degrees, with a UV level of 16. So if your partner can still stand the sight of you, why not take him for a romantic getaway up and down? But wait, there's more. Towards the west, you're going to want to stock up on those LED umbrellas because we've got some acid rain coming in. Looks like a great day to pop on those hazmat suits and jump in the puddles with your kids. Too bad some can't have any. And in the south, we have some normal, stable weather that is totally in control of its emotions. But stability's not for everyone. Some say it's too boring and stole the best years of her life.
Thank you. An insightful weather report as always, John. Now on to our top...
Is it too much to ask?
John.
Just to feel warm again.
John.
I miss the sound of her singing voice. If I could turn back time.
We're going to cut to a break.
If I could
Please don't go anywhere or you might not make it back.
I'll take back those words that I...
Why don't you leave it to the professionals? On Point Media Solutions for all your printing, graphic design, and marketing needs.
My inspiration came from the people around me, the queer community, my friends. Everything around me just feels very straight. And there's not a lot of queer representing brands out there that do this. We aren't just about the designs. It's not strictly a queer space. People showcase their identity. Europe for Gay is for everyone.
Welcome back to Apocalypse Now. Temperatures in regional Queensland are skyrocketing after a fissure in the earth has opened up all the way to the Earth's core. Locals are baffled by the occurrence, but the incident has not come without opportunity. Let's cross over live to our first correspondent, Janine Geiger, who's on location at the fissure. Janine, what can you tell us about what's been happening since the hole emerged?
Initially, there was some concern about the hole when it first appeared, namely the immediate and spontaneous combustion of native flora and fauna. However, in the weeks that followed, the tide of public opinion has changed dramatically.
What makes you say that?
Well, Chuck, with immediate access to the Earth's crust, mining opportunities have greatly opened up, with a boost of available jobs in the region. Mining the fissure has been a welcome injection into the local economy.
And is that all perfectly safe to do?
That's right, Anita. Companies currently excavating the region have given their greatest assurances that everyone working the fissure is being provided the utmost protection needed to work in these conditions. They even claim that this alone will boost the economy to heights wastelanders have never seen.
That's wonderful to hear, Janine. Looking forward to a brighter future.
Are you buying this?
Let's switch over now to our second reporter, Olivia Burns, who's reporting live from the fissure itself. Olivia, what can you tell us about conditions where you are?
Well, I'm being told we're going to a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our top story of the night.
Peak performance, not a problem. BBC's service team is always looking forward to helping with solutions to your workplace, not just a copier, a multifunctioning device that seamlessly integrates with your business platform for everyday use for everyday people. Visit our showroom today. BBC Digital, making work flow.
Success is hard work. Every business aims to grow their company. I believe critical technologies are elemental to that growth. Cybersecurity is a critical technology that will no longer be optional in the future. We're at the forefront of that technological space. We're with clients who understand the need to future-proof their organization. We do this by elevating their productivity standards and securing their cyber environment so that they can function without fear of ransomware. We want to earn the right to partner with our clients. That's Mino IT.
On to our top story now. Recent pressures mounting on the zombie population of Australia has seen much unrest and disruption coming from the horde in recent days. Many Walking Dead living on the East Coast are expressing their resentment over the struggle to scrape by under rising costs of unliving. Many are now voicing their concerns for the future of undead residents, unable to cope with these changes.
Joining us now in the studio is Ross Rotz, spokesperson and representative of the undead horde, expert on all things pertaining to, have risen from the grave. Ross, thank you for your time today.
Oh, excuse me. Yes, it's good to be here. Thanks for inviting me on tonight, Chunk.
So, Ross, tell us, is there really a crisis happening amongst zombies here in Australia? And if so, what's the issue?
There sure is, Chunk. We're seeing the costs of unliving rise completely out of control. Prices for brains are rising exponentially, quickly becoming affordable to most good, honest, hard-working undead families. It's criminal, really. Zombies weren't meant to live under these kinds of pressures.
Any idea what's causing these rising prices?
I know exactly who's to blame for this, Anita. This new, young generation of wastelanders have a completely different attitude than the one that came before it, and it's having disastrous effects on our community.
Right. Care to elaborate on that at all, Ross?
See, it used to be, back when I was a mere shambler, that you'd never be hard-pressed to find good, solid wastelander brains to munch on. But nowadays people just don't want to be eaten anymore. It's absurd. I mean, nowadays, zombies have to get by eating off the brains of dead humans. But it's just not the same. It's like asking you to drink expired milk.
Well, Ross, can you blame people? I mean, don't you think it'd seem pretty obvious that people wouldn't want their brains to be eaten?
You'd be surprised how few people use their brains these days, Chunk. Like you, for example. I bet I could crack open your skull right now and feast on everything that's inside, and there'd still be some left over.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Yeah, you'd have some nice juicy brains, wouldn't you, Chunky?
Well, anyway, that's all the time we have for this segment. Thank you, Ross, for stopping by.
Thank you for watching the programme. I'm Anita Socks.
And I'm Chuck Newman.
And this has been Apocalypse Now.
You knocked all his teeth out. Well, now he's just gumming me. This is somehow worse.
Thank you.